At the basic level, first of all, in criminal cases, we have what you call the presumptions of innocence. So, okay, these people are accused of having murdered, but they're saying we didn't murder. They haven't confessed, and they're saying we didn't. So they plead not guilty. They're in court. So what do? That's the law. And that's why, I mean, I don't see why we get so much infatuated about the police, because we are having so many cases in this country. We have politicians with cases in court. They're serving the offices. Yeah? It's based on the same principle, that they are still innocent until proven guilty. That's why we have MPs in the parliament right now, CEOs, they're still working, government officers. So it's the same principle, and I don't see why you should have those double standards that when it comes to the police, they have to be out of the office, they have to be sacked. I mean, I don't know what is happening here. It's the same principle, and it's legal. A legal process, I mean. I
think you want to make a very powerful comment, and I really appreciate that from your first point you said that the police service is doing some administrative action. Yeah? But the same principle, we have seen police officer, and just a week has not passed, the commander in Nairobi has said police with pro box without uniform, they should not continue operating in Nairobi, because that's why we've been having systematic enforced disappearance, extrajudicial killing. What I'm asking you, and you should, the same principle, why a police officer arrest people, book them in an designated police station like an AP camp without OB, kill them, put them in a sack, go and drop them in somewhere in Mavoko. You see, and I think you should start very well, coming from New York, where there is rule of law, and they have their own challenges. Like, you know what's happened in COVID-19. Many young people were killed. Mombasa, Nairobi here, cases like Sam Moyo. The same time, there was a case of George Floyd, where you have come from. That matter was dealt with within 6 months. It was over. The police officer was held accountable, and there was confidence and legitimacy in the institution of the police. What we are having a problem in Kenya, and I listened to your interview in Citizen TV. You say it's normal for us to be blamed. I think you need to change from that and start owning up and saying we have a crisis. You have said it's a complex, but Kenya's problem is unique. It's very unique.
I get it.
It's very unique, because we have also a history where the police, and that's why even you came up with a new uniform, although sometimes it's very domestic. We need a new software where the police service can be able to believe in the rule of law. The biggest problem, and in fact, this matter, it's not an issue of criminal aspect, the criminal act being done by police. It is impunity that if you are a police officer, you can do anything. Walk in the street of Nairobi today.
Right. Let me say this. I mean, you see the problem here. We are making some great assumptions without any signal of proof. You see, when you say that, I mean, police arrest, put in sacks, kill, and throw in the rivers, I mean, that one, I take offense on that. I mean, we don't do that, and we haven't done that. And you can't tell me which officer has done that. Can you say that?
There is a cause in court now.
Which case? I mean,
number of cases in court now. One case for Mavoko 3. Yeah. It is still in the court. Maybe it is subject to discuss. These are your officers.
When I began, I said we have a problem. I mean, we have problems with malpractice, the way it happens across the world. I began with that.
Not across the
world. But then saying that, I mean, you know, you are trying to say that the problem or the force has the service has a problem of picking young boys, killing them, putting in sacks. You see, that's wrong. I mean, if there's a particular case, we can, like Younger Komba, we can talk about it on its merits, and then we